Hey everybody, it's MLB11XNC22 coming to you with another deck profile. This is a deck profile of my newly reconstructed Night's Trial deck. I'm not going to waste any of you guys' time, so let's get started. First up, we have 3 copies of Darkness Outsider. This is pretty much the main, one of the win conditions of the deck. I mean, you need 3 of these to operate the deck properly. Once per turn, I can, what this card allows me to do is I'm able to discard discard 1 card from my hand and declare a monster card name. And if that monster is, in my opponent's deck or extra deck, it is special to my side of the field, ignoring all summoning conditions. It's a really good card. Call any card in the game perfect. Next up, we got 3 Darkness Seeds. You guys should know what this does from my last video about a year ago, but what this does is very simple. When this card is sent to the graveyard, I can activate its effect, and during my second standby phase, after activation, it comes back, and when it comes back to the field after on my second standby phase, it comes back with 2 special abilities. 1, it can be disrupt battle, and 2, if my life points during the end phase, if my life points are below 4,000, they go back to 4,000. Next up, I am running 2 Darkness Eyes. This card has the 2 nifty abilities. 1, it allows me to once per turn look at all set spell trap cards I control, ignoring the effects of darkness. But also, Darkness Eye comes equipped with another ability if this face-up card is in attack position during my standby phase, once during this turn, I can normal summon 1 monster without tributing. You only need 2 of these. Next up, Darkness Bramble. It's an upgraded form of Darkness Seed. But the thing is, it's pretty much the same thing as Darkness Seed. It's just the thing is it inherits. What Darkness Bramble does is that it inherits Darkness Eye's abilities. So it's got both Darkness Eye and Darkness Seed's abilities. Next up, I am running 2 Darkness Necroslimes. I can, if this card is face up on my field, I can if this card is face up on my field, I can tribute it to special 1 Darkness monster from my graveyard. So next up, I'm running 1 Darkness Destroyer. That's pretty much all you need is 1. I mean, it can attack twice, and it can do piercing damage. Next up, 1 Darkness Neosphere. You don't need Darkness Raincrow if you're running my build. It's really good. The thing is, Darkness Neosphere inherits the effects of Darkness Eye and Darkness Seed, and Darkness Bramble. So, well, actually, it gains Darkness Bramble's, it gains the effects of Darkness Seed and Darkness Eye. That's what I'm saying. But it's got 4,000 attack and defense too, and this is the anime version. Next up, Snipe Hunter. Just to get the Darkness Seeds in my graveyard. 1 Magician of Faith, 1 Anchor Knight. What he does is that when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can discard 2 cards, especially in this card in face-up defense position. And up to 3 times per turn, I can discard 1 card to inflict 600 points of damage to my opponent. It's a really good card. Good old Darkness Crusader. Still use him. One Pitch Black Werewolf. And I run 2 copies of Ricky the Fifth Swordsman. That's pretty much my spell and trap. That's pretty much my monster lineup, sorry. Here's the spells. I run triple Silahori Calcos for negation purposes. I run 2 copies of Darkness. That's all you need is really 3 just to get your 0, Infinity, Darkness 1, 2, and 3 on the field. 2 field spell only. When Darkness approaches, what this little guy does is, during your standby phase, activate the following effects based on the amount of dark monsters you control. If you have exactly 1, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. If you have exactly 2, special summon a dark monster from your deck or hand. Or if it's free, the attribute of, or if you have 3 dark monsters, the attribute of all dark monsters your opponent controls are changed to dark. Not bad. Darkness World. This is a really good card. Really good card. Because once per turn, this little card allows, while this card is on the field, I can special 1 dark attributed monster from my hand or deck. It's really good. Magical Stone Excavation, Hand Destruction, Card of Variation, just free karma, just more stuff to get stuff in the graveyard. Card of Variation, though, is I draw 2 cards, and during my end phase, I ever discard a card, take 3,000 points of damage. But you guys should know what these 2 right here do. I don't need to explain very old cards if you duelists know what they are already. Next up, I am running 1 Xing Zhang Wu, 1 Swords of Darkness. If your opponent has spell and trap cards on the field, pay 100 life points to activate this trap card and destroy all. This also affects any equipped cards that have been used, returning their attack and defense points back to their original points. And this is a continuous trap card. Alright. Next up, we run Staples. We run Darkness. First up is Darkness Free. If this card is the first card activated by the effect of 0 or Infinity, apply the following effect. Inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent for each face-up Darkness continuous trap card I control. It's really good. 1 Call the Haunted. 1 Attack Guidance Armor. You guys should know what this does. Darkness 1, what this does is, if this card cannot be activated, if you attempt to activate this card at random, set it face down again. You cannot activate any other trap cards this turn. This card's effect can only be activated by the effect of 0 or Infinity or 0. Destroy 1 card your opponent controls for each face-up Darkness continuous trap card I control. And again, this is Darkness 1. Unless I didn't say it the first time. Alright. Meet, 0, and Infinity. I don't need to explain these. If you guys have seen Season 4, you should know that you activate this one first, and then you activate this one, and then you activate any Darkness continuous trap card between the 2. Next up, Darkness 2. what Darkness 2 does is, if this is the first card activated by the effect of Infinity or Zero, apply the following effect. Select one face-up monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack for each face-up Darkness continuous trap card you control until the end phase. Really good. And my last card is Needle Wall. Okay, people, I hope you enjoyed everything in this. I'm laying these out so you guys can see them one more time. Now, if you guys want to challenge this deck, or challenge my Seal of Orichalcos deck, which you guys have already seen a deck profile of, you can find me on Skype. My Skype name is MLB11XNC22. And by the way, people, since I've, a little while after I did the Orichalcos challenge update for you guys, I made a few changes to the deck. Just some minor changes to make it more fair for the opponent. But the thing is, the rest of the deck is still the same. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, if you want to challenge my Night Shroud deck or my Seal of Orichalcos deck, you can find me on Skype. My Skype name is MLB11XNC22. And I guess that's it for now. This is MLB11XNC22 saying, see you later.